Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here with Kitty. Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Hank. How are you doing?
Tremendous. How are things going with your friend Community Ed?
Community Ed is fabulous. I'm happy to tell you that we will have a Latch program in place for the first day of school. We are hiring staff right now. We're looking for a supervisor and an aide or two. So if anybody is interested in filling out an application, please do so. We are hiring at this time. And we're also taking applications starting the 26th for individuals and families that want to attend Latchkey.
Okay, now when does school start?
Right after the holiday.
Okay, so right after Labor Day.
Yes.
Back to school.
We're ready.
Summer's over.
It has ended.
Children are crying.
Parents are happy.
You're right. So what else do you have for us? Now, how's this program going to work?
Well, it's school-age childcare, which is kindergarten to sixth graders. Once they register after school, they'll go into a classroom, have access to the gym, the playground equipment. They will get a snack, and they register, and they go to there every day after school. We'll be open after school till 6 p.m. Gives the parents time to leave their job and then pick up their kids.
Great. Well, I think this is a great thing, and with us when we were kids, they just let us run loose, because nobody thought anything about us little kids, they getting in trouble or anything because we knew we couldn't because we get spanked.
Absolutely. Discipline was a lot different than what it is now.
Yes, it is. We all had chores, too.
Yes, we did. And if we didn't do them, we were in trouble.
You know it.
So, yep.
So how do they get a hold of you?
They can give us a call at 334-3181. If they hit extension 3, it'll ring right to Community Ed's office, and we can email you a form. You can stop by, pick it up. You just let us know, and we will get your child enrolled, or if you want a job, fill out an application, and we will look at it.
Well, I appreciate you being on the program, Kitty.
Thank you, Hank.
Yeah, and I think this is a great program, so get a hold of Kitty, and don't worry about your children. They'll be in good hands. And with that, we'll be back with another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here with Nick Cornier. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Hank. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Nick's the activity director here at Frazee High School.
Correct. Yep. This is I'm going now. This is my second season, so I got some experience under my belt a little bit. But every day there's one thing unique with this position. There's always something new that comes across the plate that you got to try to think of a solution for, or again utilize the staff that's on hand here to help with some of the decisions we got to make.
And it's, that time of the year, school's getting ready to start, and things are getting ready to rock and roll. And they already are in some of the departments.
Yeah, exactly. That's this week, pretty much everything is on a roll. We have our junior high started with all their sports. A week ago, all of our varsity was in action. So basically, we got our cross country, our football, and our volleyball programs. They're going full tilt right now. Coming up this coming weekend here, which is that they're in their second weekend, which is when they can start their scrimmages. So football's traveling to Barnesville for their annual scrimmage. Our volleyball program's going to Concordia. Our cross country program's doing some time trials here this Friday on a course that Coach Morgan set up here. We're in the weight room. There's no one in here at this point in time, but this is a very rare moment in the mornings as all three of our programs they routinely trade throughout here. This room we'll see usually 50 to 70 kids each day come through this room as part of the programs with our fall coaches. So they're utilizing the speed and strength component also with their program basics.
Now, when you talk about the cross country, now will they still have the Fisher Century Farm Invitational this fall?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep, the Fisher Farm cross country meet it is on. I've been in contact with the Thorpe family, and they've agreed with that, which is, that's a big event. There's, excuse me, the schools that do attend. That's the first thing, almost one of the first things they want to know is if we're going to have that meet because it's so unique. And it means it's built similar to what around now with these mud runs or these extreme runs that they do in the summer. So it's different. Which many of these programs they like to see and have something that's just a little different off a task instead of running their general courses or golf courses. So, yeah, that's going to be up and running. That's I can't remember the date here offhand, but it's about it's either third week of September or fourth week of September. Which you go to Hornet schedules on our website, it'll tell you right then and there what date for sure it's on.
Well, and that's good to know. And of course, like you said, football is starting too, and volleyball. And I see some of the kids that are playing football, you know, the only kids that we had that we ran across in those days that were big were one of the Veriano boys from Dilworth, one of Blackie's nephews or sons.
Okay. No, you know, we, you know, our program this year, we got a fairly large group of seniors that physically, yeah, there's a group of them that have spent some time here in the weight room, but just naturally have the ability to be, they're just big boys. And, you know, this year with us back in the HOL conference, which we haven't been here for the last 7-8 years, roughly, we need that, because I tell you, the HOL conference, that is every game, it is a physical battle for the kids on both sides. So they're going to be tested, and it's good that we have that size starting this year at the HOL, because I mean it's anyone's game here in the HOL football, especially with but Barnesville and Hawley, you know, kind of leading the way. But we're there, so we can compete with them.
Well, and that's nice, you know, because when I grew up, you know, this Heart of Lake Conference, you know, and wrestling, you know, we were always top of the heap in those days.
Yeah, no, and then, you know, and that's it. You know, if you're competing at the, you know, the top of the HOL conference, boy, you're a solid team there. It's a solid program. So, you know, that's hats off to any school in the HOL if they can compete at a high level in that conference day in and day out, because each week it's tough competition. It's physical. It drains you mentally and physically. So, you know, for any program that can do that, that's hats off to them and those kids.
Well, I appreciate you being on the program, Nick.
Thank you.
And with that, we'll be back next week with another segment of Spotlight on Frazee.